Reading comprehension. Simón Bolívar. Simón Bolivar, also known as El Libertador, the Liberator, was born on July 24th, 1783, in Caracas, Venezuela. He came from a wealthy Creole family of Spanish descent and was raised in privilege, but his early life was marked by tragedy. Both of his parents died when he was very young. After becoming an orphan, Bolivar was placed under the care of tutors who introduced him to Enlightenment ideas. He was especially influenced by European philosophers like Rousseau and Montesquieu, as well as the revolutionary ideals of liberty and justice. At the age of 16, Bolivar traveled to Europe to continue his education. While in Spain and France, he witnessed the aftermath of the French Revolution and the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. These experiences deeply shaped his political views and aspirations for Latin America. In 1802, Bolivar married Maria Teresa Rodriguez del Toro, but she died of illness just a year later. Heartbroken, Bolivar returned to Europe, where he made a famous vow on Monte Sacro in Rome to never rest until South America was free from Spain rule. Bolivar returned to Venezuela in 1807 and soon became involved in the independence movement, inspired by revolutions in the United States and France. He began advocating for the liberation of Latin American colonies from Spain control. In 1810, the Venezuelan War or independence began. Bolivar played a leading role in the struggle initially, experiencing both victories and defeats. Despite numerous setbacks, he remained committed to the cause of independence. In 1813, Bolivar led the admirable campaign through western Venezuela and temporarily liberated Caracas, earning the title El Libertador. However, royalist forces soon retook the city, and Bolivar was forced into exile. Bolivar spent several years in New Granada, modern-day Colombia, where he helped fight for the liberation of the region. His military and political skills continued to develop, and he gradually gained more followers and support. One of his most remarkable achievements was crossing the Andes Mountains in 1819 with his army, a daring and dangerous move. This campaign led to a surprise victory at the Battle of Boyacá, securing independence of New Granada. Following his victory, Bolivar created the Republic of Gran Colombia, which included present-day Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Panama. He became its president and sought to unify the region under a single government. In 1821, Bolivar liberated Venezuela after a decisive victory at the Battle of Carabobo. Then, with the help of his loyal general Antonio José de Sucre, he continued the fight in the south, helping to liberate Ecuador and Peru. In 1824, Sucre defeated the Spanish royalists at the Battle of Ayacucho, marking the end of Spanish rule in South America. Bolivar then helped establish the country of Bolivia, named in his honor. Despite his military success, Bolivar struggled to create political stability in the newly independent nations. He faced resistance, civil wars, and power struggles, and his dream of a united Latin America began to collapse. Disillusioned and suffering from tuberculosis, Bolivar resigned from the presidency in 1830. He planned to go into exile in Europe but died before he couldn't leave. He passed away on December 17, 1830, in Santa Marta, present-day Colombia. Simón Bolívar remains one of the most iconic figures in Latin American history. His vision of freedom and unity inspired generations, and many countries honor him as a national hero. His legacy continues to influence the politics and identity of Latin America today. Now, please, reading comprehension questions. Answer these questions. What inspired Simón Bolívar to fight for the independence of Latin America? What was the significance of the Battle of Boyacá in Bolívar's military campaign? Why did Bolívar become disillusioned after achieving independence for several countries? Which countries were part of the Republic of Gran Colombia created by Bolivar?